And now for the news in detail. Nominations for the general elections closed this afternoon. Several political parties, including the United People's Freedom Alliance and the United National Front, as well as independent groups, filed nominations.
The handing over of Freedom Alliance nominations for the Ratnapura district took place under the patronage of Minister W.D.J. Seneviratne. The other candidates are Pavitra Vanyarachi, Premalal Jayasekara, Jayatis Ranavira, Mahinda Ratnatilaka, M. Deepal Gunasekara, Sunny Rohan Kodituakku, Ranjit Disoisa, Janaka Vakkumura, Vasudeva Nanakara, Karuna Ratna Parnavitana, Daniel Rajan and Prabhat Banu Munipriya. The Kagala District Alliance nominations list was presented by Group Leader Minister Ataud Seneviratne. The other candidates are Ranjit Sembalapitiya, H.R. Mitrapala, Mano Vijayaratne, Lalit Disanayaka, Jagat Balasurya, Kanaka Herat, Susantika Jasingha, Buddhadasa Vitanachi, YG Padmasiri, Sahabdeen Nijamuddin and Govindasamy Jagannathan. Meanwhile, the United National Front also handed nominations for several districts to contest the general elections. The Kagala district nominations were presented by Group Leader Kabir Hashim. The United National Front, the Upcountry People's Front and the Democratic National Alliance handed in nominations for the Nuwara district today. The United National Front nominations for the Badulla district were handed over under the patronage of Group Leader Ravi Samaravira. The deadline for independent groups to place deposits was noon yesterday. The Election Secretariat said that 298 independent groups had placed deposits to contest the polls. The United National Front and the Democratic National Alliance today filed nominations for the Kurunegala district. Gamini Jayavikrama Perera led the United National Front in filing the nominations.
The United People's Freedom Alliance presents its national list to the Elections Commissioner. We take our next item right now. An example is set from Hambantota for the conduct of a peaceful poll. The President also joined in a milk rice dansala organized to display brotherhood. President Rajapaksa and First Lady Shiranti Rajapaksa joined in religious observances organized at the Vajiragiri Vihara in Thangala to shower blessings on Namal Rajapaksa. The Venerable Mirise Dhammavansha Thera conducted the religious observances. Thereafter, a dansala was organized in the Thangala town. Its aim was to set an example as to how all should be united in brotherhood at the polls campaign. In addition, more milk rice dansalas were organized at several places in the Hambantota district. Several artists were present. The United People's Freedom Alliance presents its national list to the Elections Commissioner.
National list comprises Ratnasiri Vikramanayaka, D.M. Jayaratne, Dallas Alahaperuma, G.L. Piris, M.H. Muhammad, Vishwa Varnapala, D. Gunasekara, Professor Tissa Vitarana, Geetanjana Gunavardhana, Venerable Ellavala Medhananda Thera, the Venerable Omalpe Sobita Thera, Muthu Sivalingam, Leslie Devendra, Achala Jagoda, Muhammad Muzamil, W.J.M. Lokubandara, Vinayagamurthy Muralidharan, Anuruddha Ratwatte, J.R.P. Surya Peruma, Janaka Priyanta Bandara, Professor Rajiv Vijay Singha, A.H.M. Azwa, Malini Fonseca, Harishchandra Vijayatunga, Sarat Kongage, Kamala Ranatunga, Chandrasekaran Shanmuganathan, U.L. Shahul Hamid and Shanmugam Jagadiswaran.
Senior Presidential Advisor and Gampa District Alliance Group Leader Basil Rajapaksa has declared his assets and liabilities. The statement has been presented to the Gampa District Secretary. Supporters of Basil Rajapaksa say he has given a fitting example to accusations raised by the opposition during the presidential election and elections periods. On the day the nominations were presented, Basil Rajapaksa said that he would launch his election campaign, setting an example to all candidates. He is now in the process of taking the necessary initiatives in this respect without limiting it to a set of words. Meanwhile, the Freedom Alliance Gampaha Elections Office was opened under the patronage of Basil Rajapaksa this morning. It is located within the Gampaha town. A large gathering was present in addition to Freedom Alliance candidates contesting from the district. You're watching Prime News, and still here at home, the Magistrates Court grants permission to further detain and interrogate 6 aides of Sarath Fonseca. The Colombo Magistrates Court today permitted the Terrorist Investigations Department to further detail and grill the retired General Secretary Seneca De Silva, Brigadier Duminda Kapativalana and 4 others. These suspects were produced in court today. Providing secret dossiers to Magistrate Champa Janaki Rajaratna, the Criminal Investigations Department said the suspect should be further detained as investigations are still in progress. Accordingly, the magistrate ruled that the suspects should be detained until the 26th of March. 25 persons have already given evidence against Sarath Fonseca, and the summary of evidence is now being prepared. Military spokesman Major General Prasad Samarasinghe, expressing views to Prime TV, said that Sarath Fonseca will be tried in a military court.
Retired General Sarath Fonseca was taken into custody as per the military law for an offence he has committed while he was in active service, since he has retired from the service on the 14th November 2009. So the court-martial procedure will be followed. As at today, the Army is conducting the summary of evidence. Already up to now, more than 25 people have given evidence, and same time the summary of evidence is about to be completed. As soon as it is completed, then the charge sheet will be framed and the court-martial proceedings will start. So Army is conducting the normal court-martial procedure, as well as this is nothing to do with political, means not because of any political reasons he has been taken into custody.
All reports and documents related to the progress of the inquiries regarding the High Corp transactions are being directed to the Attorney General's Department. It is reported that the CID had taken this initiative to solicit legal advice for further investigations. High Corp directors are accused of misappropriating government funds, presenting fraudulent documents and supplying military hardware while Sarath Fonseca was serving as the army chief. The court had already issued a warrant for the arrest of Danuna Tilakaratna, the son-in-law of Sarath Fonseca, who is a respondent in this case. Police media spokesman Prashanta Jayakodi said that several police teams have already been deployed for the arrest of Danuna Tilakaratna. School children in the Rambukolua village are upbeat about a new bus service launched to facilitate them. This was due to the attention directed by President Rajapaksa. The Rambukolua village is located on the borders of a thick forest at Muragahakanda in the Matale district. The children used to walk 7 kilometers daily to their school in Pallegama. The children are experiencing great hardships to pursue their studies in this very remote village. They received an opportunity recently to intimate their grievances to the President. The President undertook a tour of Muragahakanda to inspect the mega development scheme that is already in progress. The children got an opportunity to tell to the President the hardships that they were experiencing in pursuing their studies. They are fortunate that their request did not fall on deaf ears, as the President did not leave the village without heeding their appeal. Instant action was taken. The President issued the necessary instructions to the relevant authorities to fulfill the aims of the children. The children of Rambukolua received a bus even before the lapse of a day. And now let's check today's foreign exchange rates.